Alright, so today we're going to do a little repair video. It's time to get this guy cleaned up. Nothing really wrong with it other than strings have been on here for quite a long time and got a new set of strings. So let's learn how to put a new set of strings on. And also, I got a pretty nasty old fingerboard here, so we're going to get that thing cleaned up too. Alright, so first thing, let's just get these strings off of here. Some people think you need to take only one off and then put that same one on before you go to the next one, but that's kind of unrealistic. And most of the times, a lot of times like right now, I need to get under all of them anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and pop them all off. Some people just cut them. I don't think that's a good idea. Plus, you can, in some cases, reuse these things if you just kind of unwind them and take them out. Just kind of loosen them up a little bit, and then they'll just pop right out. Alright, so I got them out of the top. Now I'm just going to pull them out of the back of the bridge. Your bass may be different than this. Sometimes they go through the body and you pull them out of the back of the body. But either way, it's usually a simple thing of just pulling these out. Go. Line that up, save these for later just in case I break one. I got some extras. Some people also put a little strip of something under here to protect the finish as it's coming out, but this does not have any finish to protect. Okay, so now you can look at the fingerboard here. You can see there's a lot of gunk that's been built up, just like, dead skin and dirt and oils from your fingers gets on there. And if you leave it on there, it makes the next strings you put on there go dead a lot quicker. So let's get this stuff off of here. I'm just going to take some steel wool, go over this. This one's real easy because these frets on here aren't actually frets, they're just inlaid lines. If I had frets on here, I'd have to kind of go over each one and go up against the side of the fret. We'll do that on one of these coming up. This one is super easy, I can just kind of go straight across. Super easy. Alright, so I got this fretboard down here all cleaned off with the steel wool, and the next step we're going to do is only on this type of fretboard. This is rosewood, it's dark in color. This is maple, this is real light in color, and if you look closely at maple fingerboards you'll see that they're glossy because they've been finished. Rosewood fingerboards have not been finished, they're raw wood. So this next step, you're not going to do on a maple fingerboard. This is only for rosewood and also ebony. If you have an ebony fingerboard, same thing, you'll need oil. Basically, what we're going to do. So I'm going to get some fingerboard oil here, and right here, and get some on here. But do not put fingerboard oil on a maple fingerboard. All right. So I got the thing all cleaned off and got some fingerboard oil right here. And I'm not sure what kind this is. I've had this for a while. Any kind of fingerboard oil is pretty good. And of course I use only name brand Chipotle guitar applicators. Anyway, so I'm going to take my oil, just a little bit on the napkin or rag or paper towel or whatever you got handy. start working on the fingerboard stuff. Make it all shiny. Once again, super easy on a fretless. Alright, so I got a new set of strings, I got some string cutters here, and I got a string winder, which actually probably won't help me out, because this is for guitar and this is bass, but might be able to use that. If you look at these strings, are we in focus here? Okay. Whenever you put new strings on, the thing to keep in mind, feel free to try out different brands. These are Labellas, there's D'Addario, GHS, blah blah blah, a whole bunch of companies. But the thing you want to keep in mind is the numbers here. These kind of tell you what size of strings on here. This is the size of the skinniest string, that's the size of the fattest string. And when you're getting a new set of strings, unless you really want to change them, it's a good idea to stay as close to these numbers of what you had on there before as possible. The more you stray from what you had on there previously, the more you're going to have to adjust the bass. But if you want to put on heavier strings, put on heavier strings and adjust it. If you want to put on lighter strings, put on lighter strings and adjust it. Just know that for the scope of this video, I'm assuming that you're going to put on exactly what was on there before and everything works out for you. Alright, so I got my fattest string here. This one's got a 4 on it. Some of them are color coded, but different companies do it a different way. I'm just going to unravel this thing carefully. I'm going to try to not bend it. I don't want any sharp bends in there. Try to kind of carefully unravel this thing. The little number 4 thing. Yeah. Okay. So now I take the tip and bring it through the back of the bridge, or if I had a different bass, I might bring it through the actual back of the guitar. So, here, once again, if you got a nice finish, you might want to put a little cloth or something to protect your strings. Alright, now here is the tricky part. I need to figure out what I want this to do is I want the string to, I need to get it to go down in this post right here and then wrap around this post maybe 2 or 3 times and then come around here. So I need to estimate, right now it's got too much on it. So they always sell it with you a little bit too much. So usually I think right about here. I'm going to estimate, I'm going to give myself a little bit extra. If I go too long, that's okay. Fix that. If I go too short, that's not good. So I'm gonna go a little bit too long. So I'll cut off. Alright, so I poked it down in the hole. Bring it around the side. Now I've got a sharp bend right here. That's the point of no return. Alright. Went ahead and gave it a couple wraps, but really what you should do is just start turning it, and you want this to be a nice neat coil. These have got the ribbon wrapping on here. Yeah, I think I put too much on this. I'm going to do this one again. I'm going to cut off a little bit. Cut it off before it got right about there. So I might do about that same distance past it for the next couple too. Just wrap it around like that. I keep this thing pulled down to the bottom and just start turning it. get it up to where it's making a note, and there you go. Alright, so now we got the A string here. Pull this guy through. Same deal, just a little bit past that. You. Same idea. Run under the T. Bring the string up. Perfect. Other than it's not tuned up. Let's go ahead and get a little reference pitch here.